Computers come in all shapes and sizes, from a traditional desktop computer to a tablet, from a phone to a smartwatch. But no matter how they look or what role they perform, computer systems around the world share a set of common features. Let's start off with a formal definition. A computer system takes a set of digital inputs, it processes them, and creates a set of outputs. This is done by using a combination of hardware and software. In other words, you put some data into the computer, input, something happens to that data, processing, and then the computer outputs a meaningful result, output. But in order for this to happen, it needs instructions to tell it what to do. And these instructions are provided by a program or software application. In order to get data into a computer, you need to use an input device. An input device is an example of hardware. And hardware are the physical parts of a computer system. Examples of input devices are keyboards, mouse, touchscreen, or anything else that gets data into the computer system. Once data has been input into the computer system, it needs to be processed. The processing stage takes place within the central processing unit, or the CPU. The CPU is also known as a microprocessor, and more colloquially, it's sometimes called the brain of the computer. The CPU takes the input data, follows instructions provided to it by the software, and then produces output data. And in order to output the data, it needs an output device. Examples include monitors, printers, speakers, lights. Let's go back to the diagram. Going into the processing stage is software. And it's the software that provides the instructions telling the CPU what it needs to do. In order for the processing to take place, there also needs to be somewhere to temporarily store the data and instructions. Temporary storage is provided by random access memory, or RAM. Anything stored in RAM will be lost when the computer is switched off or the program is closed. If you want to store the output for use at a later date, then you need long-term storage such as a hard disk or a USB memory stick, for example. Now, if someone says the word computer to you, you probably picture a laptop, a tablet or a desktop. But computers are present in many different devices. You can find them inside TVs, cameras, fitness devices, cars, washing machines. The list is endless. The computers inside these devices are called embedded computers. Embedded computers are designed with a specific task in mind. All the parts and components of an embedded computer are usually built onto a single printed circuit board. And then this board is built into a larger piece of equipment, such as your TV. Embedded computers are so useful because they're small and they only take up a small amount of space inside the equipment. They're designed and built for doing one specific task. They use less power than a general purpose computer, so running costs are lower. And they're also more reliable and robust than a general purpose computer as they have no moving parts. This means that they're likely to continue working for a long period of time. However, as with anything, there are always some downsides. If the embedded computer goes wrong, then the equipment itself is likely to stop working. They need specialist skills to design them in the first place. And if they fail, you might have to go to a specialist supplier to get a replacement or repair done.